'Twas the Night Before Christmas by Clement Clark Moore. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear, but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my hand and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Santa Claus and the Mouse by Emil Poulsen. One Christmas Eve, when Santa Claus came to a certain house, to fill the children's stockings there, he found a little mouse. "A Merry Christmas, little friend," said Santa good and kind. "The same to you, sir," said the mouse. "I thought you wouldn't mind if I should stay awake tonight and watch you for a while." "You're very welcome, little mouse," said Santa with a smile. And then he filled the stockings up before the mouse could wink. From toe to top, from top to toe, there wasn't left a chink. "Now they won't hold another thing," said Santa Claus with pride. A twinkle came to Mouse's eyes, and humbly he replied, "It's not polite to contradict, your pardon I implore, but in the fullest stocking there I could put one thing more." "Ho, ho!" laughed Santa, "silly mouse. Don't I know how to pack? By filling stockings all these years, I should have learned the knack." And then he took the stocking down from where it hung so high, and said, "Now put in one thing more, I give you leave to try." The mouse he chuckled to himself, and then he softly stole right to the stocking's crowded toe, and gnawed a little hole. "Now if you please, good Santa Claus, I put in one thing more, for you will own that little hole was not in there before." How Santa Claus did laugh and laugh, and then he gaily spoke, "Well, you shall have a Christmas cheese for that nice little joke."